The volume of two cubes with integer sides is the same that the length around their edges. What are the dimensions of these two cubes? So we have a cube with sides length x. The volume is x cubed. We have a second cube with sides length y. The volume is y cubed. The sum is given by the expression x cubed plus y cubed. Now, the length around the edges of the first cube is the sum of the 4 top sides, 4x, plus the 4 bottom sides, 4x, plus the 4 vertical sides, another 4x. Same for the second cube. We have the top for y, plus the bottom, plus the vertical. The length is given by the expression 12x plus 12y. They are both equal. Can you figure out the dimensions of these two cubes? Stop the video here and give it a go. Right, for the volume and the length around the edges to be the same numerically, we need solving the equation x cubed plus y cubed equals 12x plus 12y. We factorize both expressions. The sum of the cubes can be factorized as x plus y times x squared minus xy plus y squared. The good news is that x plus y is a common factor and we know it is not 0. So we can divide both sides by x plus y. And we end up with the equation x squared minus xy plus y squared equals 12. Let's make some room for the second part of this equation. Now, x squared plus y squared represent the sum of the areas of two of the faces of our cubes. But what about xy? xy represents the rectangle length x and height y. Our equation is telling us that the rectangle above combined with the blue square add up to 12. This is telling us that y squared cannot be greater than 12. It can at most be 12 when both cubes have the same dimensions. But for y squared to be more than 12, the value of x squared minus xy should be negative. But this doesn't make any sense in the context of our problem because we are talking about areas and areas cannot be negative. So, how many square numbers smaller than 12 are there? Not many, in fact, only 3 square numbers, 1, 4, and 9. If y squared equals 1, substituting y equals 1 and y squared equals 1 into our equation, we end up with a quadratic equation in x. If we try to factorize, we soon realize that the solutions for x are not integers, so this is not a valid solution. If y squared equals 9, substituting y equals 3 and y squared equals 9 leads to the quadratic equation where x has not integer solutions. The only valid solution is y squared equals 4. When replacing y with 2 and y squared with 4, we end up with x squared minus 2x minus 8 equals 0. The only valid solution is x equals 4, since we are talking about lengths. Our solution is x equals 4 and y equals 2. The volume is 64 plus 8, which equals 72. The length around the edges is 48 plus 24, which also equals 72. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell to receive updates. Leave your comments and give us a thumbs up so that other people can benefit from these videos.